So I don't know if this is normal or whatnot. I'm not an activist or whatever you call it, or an advocate. I'm somebody that was thrust into all this, so I'm just kind of learning as I go. My name's Chris from Anti-Social Limited and Broke. I got quite, since I've done the films, gotten the lawsuit that I helped start, the Alberta Welfare Child Abuse class action, actually went through and it was won. We won it, yay. I haven't received my funds because now, I guess that since you rocked the boat as much as I did and didn't sit around and allow the Alberta government to get away with the abuse that they committed upon my person and whatnot, they are drawing this incident out by not paying out the rest, by paying out my settlements. But whatever, that's here nor there. I'll deal with that right now. Right now, if you see my videos, there's some videos up there with the police. I had an incident with the Edmonton police. On July 7th, they first showed up my door threatening, because the neighbor next door is Somalian. He tried to jump me when that didn't work out. And he found out that I was going to fight back. He went and called the cops and made some erroneous accusations against myself. So the cops showed up and whatnot. I told him to go out and back, look, because basically the argument started stating that my pop dug up his backyard. My statement was, the dirt part is right under where the heat comes out from my dryer. And it's obvious somebody put a boundary, one of those plastic boundaries, so they could deal a garden, because I got out in the front, whatever. So I went out through all the hassle and recorded everything, talked to my landlord, he confirmed it. So the police showed up a couple of days later and they tried the typical, we want to come in. I said, no, you're not coming in. Well, why don't you come out? I said, that's not happening. Give us your name. Am I under arrest? No, then you guys can go fuck yourselves. I'm pretty blunt. Maybe that's what caused this incident. So they showed up, they tried to harass and bully me into coming out, into whatever. They made threats about taking my dog. So once that didn't work, they fucked off, kind of thing. I laughed at them. They came back to my door and they said, we know who you are, blah, blah, blah. And I said, great, that's fine. There's 2 fucking movies out about me. Why the fuck would I fucking sit here and not tell you who I am when it's fucking public information? So, and I appear in a lot of newspapers. My first incident was with the Sun, who I do not like. I think they're racially biased. Some years ago, a place called Barrymore's and the arcade I used to work, the Imperialcade I used to go to, got robbed. The worker was a friend of mine, said, fuck, I'll pay you, fucking whatever, go knock that fucker out. I went knocked the fucker out. And it was the Sun, the Ottawa Sun, ended up reporting the news, which is fake news. They said the 2 managers from Barrymore's were the ones that did whatever, and they called them Starsky and Hutch, which is totally biased and false. They didn't do anything except fucking come in at the end and say, oh yeah, we're heroes, kind of thing. But that's, once again, I'm getting off track here, I'm mumbling. So today I wake up to a phone call. Oh yeah, my bad. On August 17th, the cops showed up on a false allegation stating I beat my animals with cattle prods and bear spray. They arrested me at gunpoint, chased my dog down the street with gunpoint. They refused to return any of my personal items. My dog's walking gear, the muzzle, the leash, her tags, her whatever. And people are going to say, well, you can get the tags for free. You can get the tags returned. I have to pay for the fucking returned. Get out of there, Leia. And it's the point and principle. But anyway, they stole all this. They're not returning Leia's remote control car that I paid for. They're not paying for anything. The specially ordered muzzle that I ordered for her. The leash, the collar, everything. They're not returning it. So they came down on us pretty fucking hard, and that's something I expect. And I'm not gonna fucking sit here and lie to you. I got 20 years of criminal history. I made my mistakes. I'm trying to make amends for it. I'm trying to be a better person, but it's kind of hard due to the fact that I come from a very abusive background, racist, abusive background. So I'm doing this fucking whatever, and I've been trying to. So the cops arrest me. They arrest me at gunpoint. They fucking chase my dog down the street with gunpoint and fucking whatnot. And that's not abusive. But they call me abusive. They search my house for fucking the said weapons. None of it's recovered. They refused to fucking look at my dog because my fucking thing was, if I was beating these animals with cattle prods and bear spray, there would be fucking evidence of it. There'd be charring marks on their fur. There'd be charring marks on their skin. There would be the residue from the bear spray. It would be picked up rather easily. They denied this. They fucking harassed, belittled me, berated me, called me an animal abuser. They abused me downtown. They whooped my ass fucking downtown. They did all of this. I ended up going to fucking the JP. I ended up getting bail. I got out. And the bail conditions that they put on me, I couldn't leave my house. I couldn't be 10 feet within an animal. I got fucking pets galore around my house. I couldn't go anywhere to buy where they predominantly sell animal products, food, whatnot. So that cut me out of all the grocery stores and whatnot. They put some ridiculous fucking conditions on me. That costed me an arm and a leg because I had to order out because I couldn't eat. It burned through my savings. I'm broke. That's why I'm so broke now. So after, this was August 7th, 2 months I had to fight. They refused to give me the disclosure. I phoned Darian Bilios's office to ask him to help me. He ended up sending the cops at me with some false allegations saying I threatened them and all this old bullshit. So they showed up at my house and they fucking, basically they were there to tell me to shut up. They arrested me and whatnot. This is all incident report. I will be fucking going after Darian Bilios for the false allegations. He's a snitch. I'm a voter that lives in his district and he fucking phoned the cops on me. But that's whatever. So anyway, I've made a complaint. They came back and they justified it. They said I had no evidence to back up my claims, so therefore my claims were ruled non-existent or some shit like that. My whole thing was nobody got back to me for my evidence. There's evidence here on my page here about the cops showing up here, and they all got posted up the minute that they said that I had no evidence. I have the court papers, the fact that they came into my house stating, hey, get out of there. Stating that I beat my animals with bear spray and cattle prod and there was no such thing found in my house, let alone hairspray, let alone any kind of taser or open current thing. They didn't look at my dogs. They refused to look at my dogs. I'm suing the city because they are involved in this too. It's a big clusterfuck. So my issue, sorry for rambling on, it's first thing in the morning. So I appealed whatever and I went to Edmonton FOIP. They've been dodging me and delaying and denying my request to get the incident reports and everything from the police. Today they got back to me and they said 1 o'clock downtown at the main Edmonton police station, I'll have that evidence. I think it's a setup. I think they're sending me down to the fucking main police station in order to have me arrested and trump up more charges on me and whatnot. So, am I wrong to be thinking this? I'm Native. What you don't hear about Natives is police just outright murder us and trump up charges and nothing's said about it. Our fucking sisters are all being murdered, whatnot. These cops refuse to investigate. And And now they get to do this, and now I have a funny feeling I'm being set up to go downtown to be arrested. Is this normal? I am not an activist. I've been on the other side. I'm just asking if this is normal. I'm a criminal with 20 some years experience. I know what they'll expect from my side. I'm just new to this side. So if anybody's got any advice, I'd love to hear from it. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you for your time. Sorry for rambling on. Any help, any advice would be appreciated.